Hi, I'm Rita Wilkins. Happy holidays. Tonight I want to talk to you about something that is on the minds of many, many people. It is the season to declutter and also to get organized. So it's almost January, and it's that time of year that we make our New Year's resolutions to lose weight, to exercise more, or to get organized. Did you know that getting organized is actually one of the top 3 promises that we make to ourselves each year? But according to a study at U.S. News and World Report, by mid-February, only 20% of us will actually succeed in achieving that goal. And that means that 80% of us will fail. So if decluttering and organizing are at the top of your list again this year, but this year is different, maybe you're fully committed to finally making it happen in 2021. So what can you do to finally succeed at living that less cluttered, less stressful life that you just dream about? So number 1, declutter first and then organize. Too oftentimes people misconstrue decluttering and organizing, that thinking they're one and the same, but they're really not. So decluttering is actually disposing of, getting rid of things that you don't want, need, or use, whereas organizing is storing the things in a place that you can quickly find them when you do want them, need them, and want to use them. So when you declutter first, you'll have far less to organize. Your life will be a lot simpler, and those containers that you might, buy to organize all of your stuff will actually there'll be fewer of them, and you'll actually be able to find things better. So the number 2 way to think about decluttering and organizing is, why does it matter so much to you? And the reason this is important is it will serve to motivate you when you get stuck. So one thing is clutter actually causes a lot of overwhelm, stress, and even arguments in families. So if you're tired of looking for things every day in and day out and not having a home for everything, that's a good reason to declutter and to start getting organized. And I don't know if you know this or not, but the average American spends 55 minutes a day looking for things. I know this afternoon I was looking for something, and I can't believe that I had my fingers on it just a little while before, but then I couldn't find it. And I thought, wow, this is perfect for tonight's topic. And the next thing is that, did you know that the top 2 things that men look for are clean socks and the remote, and the top 2 things that women look for are their lipstick and their keys. So other than why people want to declutter, other reasons that they might want to declutter are, the peace of mind. Having a simple, less cluttered life helps you to focus, be more productive, and also people want to start getting rid of stuff sooner than later so their kids don't have to do it when they're ready to, when you're gone. And also getting rid of stuff right now. So if you're thinking at all of downsizing, moving to another smaller space, you might as well get started now. So the idea of decluttering right now for a New Year's resolution is actually a pretty good one. And then the third thing is to just stop buying more. The goal of decluttering and organizing is actually to get rid of things, not to add to it. So try to stop buying more. Try it for 1 day, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you're going to see how good it feels not to continue to accumulate. So how do you get started? So when you know what method of decluttering works best for you, what method of organizing works best for you, I would just go ahead and start there. But if you don't, I would try a couple of the methods out. And that's not what I really want to talk to you tonight about. I've got more things that I can say at another time. But my favorite is the burst method. So I pick an area of my home that I want to work on, and one maybe that bothers you the most, kitchen cabinets, certain drawers, closet, whatever, but don't overwhelm yourself. But what you're going to do is you're going to have all your bags and boxes and everything else ready. Set a timer for 50 minutes and then go. And you sort the items you discard, you donate, or keep. At the end of 15 minutes, you will have taken care of that one smaller space. Take a 10-minute break, and you might even be motivated to set the timer for another 50 minutes. That one really works for me because I get a lot of things done in 50 minutes, but on the other hand, if I want to stop, then I can stop. A second way to get started when you are decluttering and getting organized, and one of my new favorite methods is, I'm calling it, it's a compassionate decluttering. So you're getting rid of, disposing or donating 5 items each day. So, and when you have a particular charity in mind that means something to you, that's where you would donate them to. So I'm currently working on my winter clothing that I don't wear. And every day I get up very early, and the very first thing I do before anything else is I go find 5 things, I put them in a bag, and those are the ones that I'll be donating to a women's homeless shelter. And then knowing that I can help, in this case, a woman who is homeless, helping her stay warm this winter actually motivates me to get up each day to not only declutter, but to help someone in need. So a third way to really get started is to start with the end in mind. I love this because you set a goal that will excite you and keep you motivated. So for instance, if you want to move to a new home or a new apartment or something this summer, you've got 6 months. Give yourself a head start by decluttering now. Another one might be that you might want to repurpose a particular room in your house, let's say a guest room that's rarely used, and you want to make it into a yoga room, into a home office, into a hobby area. But you first have to declutter that space if you want to repurpose it. So that's motivating to say, I want to take over that room and repurpose it, and just knowing that you've got a little bit of work to do before you can actually repurpose it. So, and then a third, another thing is you might want to be able to park your car in the garage this winter. Now that's pretty basic, but so many people have so much stored in their garage they have to actually park their car outside. So all of these things will help to motivate you to make it happen within the timelines that you've set. And then a fourth way to get started is to actually create a 90-day plan with milestones. 90 days is a pretty easy amount of time. You can always get a lot done in 90 days. Break that project down into manageable chunks, week by week, day by day, however you want to organize it for yourself, so that you can see that weekly progress. And that keeps you motivated. And when you think about 90 days, 3 months, a whole lot can happen within that time frame. And then last, but certainly not least, is have fun and make a difference at the same time. So make it a game, invite your friends over, declutter while doing something good, visualize someone wearing that winter coat, visualize someone using that kitchen table that you no longer use that's been sitting in the basement. When you start to visualize someone using something that you no longer want, need, or use, that's pretty motivating. So when you get stuck or when you get stopped, and you definitely will, and when you feel less motivated to do all of these things, remember why you want to declutter in the first place. Why does it matter to you? So ask yourself, what will it feel like when you're living in that simpler, less cluttered space? What will it feel like when you're not stressed anymore because you can actually find everything because it all has a home? Or what will it feel like when you have more time, money, and freedom to pursue other things that really matter to you? So I hope that's been inspiring to you this evening. And I hope that you do succeed this year in accomplishing the goal of getting organized and decluttering.